The heat of the sun was always just part of nature. It was part of our daily lives. We never knew that this heat can actually produce not only energy, but employment for this area.
The Northern Cape is one of the poorest provinces in our country, and the community is very poor.
For a young person like me, leaving school in 2005, there was nothing here. Bursary opportunities, there was nothing. Skills development, there was nothing. I had to move out from my area to seek employment.
I think most of the social ills that we experience is that teenage pregnancy, that drug use and drunk alcohol misuse, and is due to unemployment.
Unemployment in the whole of place is so huge that parents can't even afford to pay school fees for a creche, which is about 30 rand per month. That's a lot of money in an area like this.
Aqua Power is a company that is focused at reliably delivering electricity and desalinated water at the lowest possible cost. So we develop, own and operate power generation and desal water production plants. Power plants get usually built in remote sites. The more remote a site is, the people who live there tend to be the more disadvantaged and the underprivileged.
When we go into the communities, we actually partner with the communities, and we don't just go and subscribe to them. We listen to what their needs are, and which is what then drives our strategy and how we design our assistance or our support to the community.
It's not about building the plant and walking away. We need to figure out a way of working with the community and developing the community alongside you.
Aqua has introduced a power plant, meaning there are new possibilities. Instead of the children that are born in this area only thinking about themselves being farm workers, they can now think about themselves being engineers.
Over 1,000 jobs were created from construction. We've also gotten involved in skills development of the community. Some of the youth are now permanently employed with the plant.
My mindset was always to come back home, be part of the development, be part of the new generation of Boegoeberg, of the Northern Cape.
Jerome was afforded an opportunity to do formal learning. He was given hands-on experience. Once construction was done, we had an opportunity to retain him as junior health and safety officer.
We had apprenticeship trainings for welders, electrical engineers, fitter antennas, millwrights, from finance learnerships, you name it. There was so many opportunities that Boegoeberg brought to this area.
In Northern Cape, in this stage, we have one power plant that's operational, and the second one is now about to go into construction, which is Redstone, and then the third one, that's Khanyisa in Malahleni.
Maandag 29 Januarie, 3:30, lei my foon en ek antwoord my foon en ek het aansoek gedoen vir die kontrak en hy nodig papiere van my company. Ek het 4 dames wat vir my skoonmaakwerk doen. 22 Februarie. Toe stuur hulle vir my die getekende kontrak en ek dink onmiddellik, is dit waar? Ek het nie gedink dit kon so maklik gebeur nie, maar tog.
We also engage with the community from a procurement point of view, supporting small, medium enterprises. Our target at this point is to have 60% of the employees on our plant coming from the community. With the small, medium enterprises, the business that we're supporting, we want to see a very active economy within the area.
For Aqua to come to our community, I think it assists us a lot in terms of the job creation, the improvement of some of our social problems.
In the past, our mindset was not that broad. We couldn't see further than Boegoeberg and Groblersdorp. because there was not much to look at. There was not much to aspire for. So Pokpot has really opened up a lot.
Ek is dankbaar vir die kontrak wat ek kon kry het. Ek kan vir vrouens werk gee. Dis 'n gevoel wat jy nie maklik kan beskryf nie. Dis wonderlik om iemand te kan help.
It's enabled us to do a lot more than we thought we could ever imagine ourselves.
If you look at the Northern Cape, we have a huge sphere of land that was, just standing and not being fully utilized. So having the power plants that are created there, the province as a whole is becoming economically viable. You get growth in the area, you get interest. And this is, by the way, a foreign technology that's coming into the country.
The most unique thing about the plant is that this is clean energy. We do not pollute the environment. There's actually almost zero emissions. And obviously that is the difference that you see. In here you see no smoke. It's just a lot of mirrors.
These are curved mirrors that heat a fluid, generate steam. We can store the heat in molten salt. At the basic level, it's Stone Age technology, but actually it's very sophisticated.
Instead of the mirrors, the parabolic technology that exists at Pokpot, the Redstone, which is a 100 megawatt concentrated solar thermal power plant, is actually going to be using a tower.
Redstone will bring some opportunities for us if they can assist also the enterprise development, because the small SMMEs also appoints people, they give job to other people also.
These plants, particularly in Redstone and Pokpot itself, what it's done is provided an opportunity to get the economy of the areas being viable. You create jobs for the individuals. It brings some life into the communities.
It can bring change when it comes to job creation. And then the area can also be developed. My dream for my community is to see them running their own business, creating jobs for the people of their communities, taking kids to school so that our kids can end up being doctors. We will end up developing the things that are needed in our area because we are entrepreneurs. So we are going to take charge and run our area, drawing the picture that we dream of, the type of nanoscale that we want to have.
Khanyisa will be one of the first independent power-produced coal projects in South Africa, and it will be based in Mpumalanga, which historically has been a mining province, but over the years has become home to more coal power plants than any other province within our country. Khanyisa, though, is quite unique. It's using discard coal. Discard coal is waste coal from processing in a coal mine. And left alone, discard coal poses a serious environmental hazard. It leaches into the ground and causes dust within the local area. What we're doing is we're taking this waste coal and burning it within our CFB boiler, which is a circulating fluidized bed boiler. And this is probably one of the first CFB boilers to be deployed within the region.
We are surrounded by 64 mines, but yet we are still complaining. Unemployment rate is very high. TB, because we are surrounded by coal. HIV and AIDS, I cannot even start. Companies come, and yet they come with their own people to come.
Over its 41 months of construction, the project will create 3,000 jobs at peak. In terms of local spend, we anticipate that the project will unlock 4.5 billion rand, and 3 billion of that will go to preferential procurement, which again is very significant because there's a significant amount of supply chain capacity that has been built up within the province of Mpumalanga and surrounding areas.
It's wow, I don't want to lie. Within our community, everyone is excited and everyone is still asking and saying, when is the project starting? Everyone in matric, they want to come out with A's. This other lady told me that time my daughter is studying so hard. She says she's gonna get an A in engineering, whereby she feels that the upcoming project that is brought by Aqua Power will maybe give her a leadership.
Aquapower lives by the mission of economically supporting the development of countries and social development of communities.
The success of our operation is actually dependent on our engagement with that community.
Al 2 jaar het ek die sonkrag. Ek het 'n vriezer gekry by die sonpanele, waarvoor ek baie bly is. Ek kan my water aansit, my hoender, my eiers, my melk en dit is my voordeel.
Toe kom Aqua Power weet jy waar vandaan. Toe kom help ons hier uit die genade, ligte gekry. Dit alles jou lewe verander. Dis hoekom ons die plek se naam uitkomste. Ons het 'n uitkoms gekry.
Om nou self aan besigheid te wees, is nogal wonderlik. Ek sê vir my, wauw, jy het self hier met 'n mop gewerk en kyk waar jy nog vandag.
My 8-year-old, she has dreams to become a doctor. There's no doctor in this area. I mean, for an 8-year-old to have those dreams, it's great because Bokport do support. So with her being a doctor in the next 20, 30 years, there's an opportunity for her to contribute to this area.
I started living in Umtata, and then Mom decided that I should come and live at Entsigeni, since she's never lived with her 2 daughters, so I figured she misses us, you know. It's a rural place. I was like, me, in rural place, I'm a township girl, you know. And then there was no electricity. The struggle was real.
Kwakunzima kakhulu ukufundisa eNtsikeni ugesi ongekabikho. Kubheda i-development ingekho, ugesi ungekho, amakhompyutha engekho. Ubukade ungakwazi uba wenze i-lesson plan yakho ekhompyutheni. Ufuna uyibhale phasi, i-notes maybe 10 pages ukhuphele ebhodini i-notes kushona ilanga. Mina ke benginenkinga ke kakhulu ngine bad hand writing njena indalo.
In Mtata, there was electricity. I had every resources I need. But here, I don't have a cell phone. There's no internet. There's no TV. There was nothing entertaining. I felt like my world was crashing on me. Like, I was so sad.
Again, it is located in the outskirts of KwaZulu-Natal. People that are residing here, they are unemployed. They are relying on the municipality to provide them with services. If you talk of the infrastructure for electrification, there was nothing here in this area.
Umsebenzi engiwenzayo ngisebenza ngamathayi. Kade ngawuqala lo msebenzi sengicabanga ukuthi sengineminyaka. Ngaphambilini ibisokola ngempela ungakabikho ugesi eNtsikeni. Bekunzima kakhulu ngoba besisebenzisa amaphampu lawa asetshenziswa ama-hand pump. Beke kufike ngisho amagandaganda lana uthola ukuthi isondo legandaganda likhulu ukudala legandaganda. Uphamba la kuphela i-hour uze ukuthi hayi uyakhathala.
Like bengithi mangabe ngibuke ko Durban, ko Koksat, ko Mzimkhulu, even amanye areas around Mzimkhulu already have electricity. So thina singabi nawo. Bubuye ngazi thina sisemakhaya, sisemafama, asazilutho.
At night, I would like starting with a candle. Starting then was a bit harder. And then Mom bought a generator, but petrol just ran out while I'm starting.
besokola kungekho TV into besingayazi beyibalwa imizi abantu bebebukela iTV uve noma bebaliselana ukuthi awu uthi wathi o generation bekunzima nje singazazi izinto sube kumnyameni.
The community was, protesting, saying that they want service delivery, particularly electricity. But the issue that was really haunting us, we didn't have sufficient funds to actually deliver the services. We decided to approach DBSA.
DBSA is a DFI, Development Finance Institution, owned by the South African government, with a very specific mandate, funding infrastructure development, both inside South Africa, also into SADC, as well as beyond SADC.
The Development Bank of Southern Africa is more a development institution than it is a banking institution, except that we use the banking component to trigger development as well.
So when we look at under-resourced municipality in terms of development finance, we offer bridging finance to make sure that they are able to plan and carry out their infrastructure development on a much more sustained basis on the back of the support that they get from the central fiscus. Because these guys can only survive if the central fiscus is able actually to provide funding year in, year out to make them sustainable.
Bafika abantu sabona ukuthi kuba khona utshintsho endaweni sekukhona izinto esingazazi befaka ama-packs kwakuwamaplangunyana saxa ukuthi labantu bafika bazohloma izinto kwenzakalani hlaleni sabe sesizwile ukuthi hayi kuzofaka ugesi.
Yeah, like it was like everyone is outside waiting. It was like a countdown or something.
Electrifying 1,250 households. It's not a minor thing because of the terrain. The geographic area is quite vast if you are doing the connections.
We're going to provide technical skills, contract management, and all forms of implementation support to that municipalities.
They were part of the process in ensuring that we get a suitable service provider that will be able to implement the project. When it comes to the implementation of the project, they were there. They were part of us doing the monitoring of the project.
If they had followed their normal medium-term expenditure framework allocations, it would have taken them 36 months to do 1,200 odd connections. And so our interventions was going to reduce that period to about 11 months.
Mhla befika sebezosikhuphula amaswishi sathi nesesibona sabona sonke umnye nomnye wayesethi bheka kwakho kwamakhelwane kwenzakalani nawu 5 rand ukhona ugesi sowungenile kodwa iTV ngayibuka kusukela ngalelo langa nje uthothe emini nje angisasuki phambi kwayo ngangisanelala gugulelela ukuthi hawu madoda kwaze kwakuhle eMzansi.
Hey Mamos, hey right, awusophuma njani?
Wonke umuntu ekade ejabula babekade becelebrate abantu even la elalini babecelebrate even nathi esikoleni sasicelebrate ubona bayabona uzosebenza kamnandi ngoba sekufakwa ugesi.
Hey, hello guys. Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready? Yes. Say yes.
Because yabona mangabe uthisha une laptop ukufundisa nokufunda kuqhubeka kamnandi because ama class work wakho asecomputeni just print nje nanokunika abantwana ama documents then uqhubeke nomsebenzi. Sasaba nelakho ke isikolo sethu sinayo ne Wi-Fi khona ngala so siyakwazi ba yonke into si access via ntoni i-Wi-Fi. Before kwakupaswa but ugesi ungekabikho before bese total 100% plus kodwa ke nje ngoku senyuka khona ama bachelors khona abapasa ngabo distinction kanti before bebekade bengekho ngoba kunayo yonke into ngoku so kulula kakhulu into ba achieve o distinction abanye bathole OB but nje ngoku ku right kakhona.
We don't have libraries nearby. We have cell phones. We charge our cell phones, we get to the internet, we get information, even when we have assignments or projects. And grade 12 even gets evening classes. So I think that has contributed much to the 100% pass rate. My schoolwork has, improved. It's much better.
Njengoba ngengoku sokufakwe ugesi nguthisha othandayo umsebenzi. Ngiwuthanda ngale ndlela ukuthi ngama-weekend ngiyeza esikolweni, ngama-morning classes ngiyeza esikolweni, ngama-afternoon classes.
Since we have electricity, it's not only schoolwork that is improving. If I'm not at school, I'm even able to watch some TV. I'm able to get on with my friends on WhatsApp, Facebook, even my friends from Tata. And then I'll tell them everything about my school. I am very proud of my school.
Ukuba khona ogesi sengiyaye ngikwazi ukuthi nomsebenzi wami ngiwenze nje sokuyaye kucheche nje icustomer alibale ngisho kuye kufike nabantu ekuseni uthola ukuthi ujahe emsebenzini le machine esiyisebenzisayo esebenzisa igesi fast yenza izinto zibe lula kuyashesha nje ngengane compressor awupheli ne5 minutes 5 minutes inkulu futhi 2 minutes nje selisondo seligcwele pompiwe sengilungisile futhi.
It is important that investments in infrastructure happens, especially in those marginalized communities, because that is where you are able to see quicker results and visible improvements in the lives of people.
I'm really grateful that in my time, people were able to benefit, because that's what we are employed for.
TPSA came into our rescue, assisted us a lot in terms of addressing those backlogs. It took us a long way, really. We have achieved a lot as the municipality.
We derive satisfaction in seeing our work being able to bear fruit on the ground. When we are able to see that the community has become better off as a result of the role that we played as the Development Bank of Southern Africa, that actually says you are making good progress.
Uma ngabe ngibona insikeni inogesi, sometimes ngiye ukuthi angikhale ngoba lesikhathi ngikhula ngifunda benginento ukuthi ngiyafisa uba one day ngohlala nami elokishini ngohlala edolobhini maybe eMaritzburg ngiphile impilo emnandi laphayana maybe ngize kele yami ifamily laphayana kodwa nje ngoku ngiyasebenza lensikeni nginomuzi lensikeni ngine-business lensikeni angiyindawo.
Njengokuba sekuyabawa khona nogesi la ensikeni ngeke ngifise nokuthi ibhizinisi lami leli nginalo ngilikhulise.
Do you think I didn't want to come and study here? Because now I'm happy here. I feel like, Mom did the right decision.